Hey you guys, Denise Walsh here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 mindset shifts that I grew through as I busted through my own glass ceiling. And I say my own glass ceiling because I feel like I have limiting beliefs that sometimes can hold me back. And I suspect you probably do too. You know, these shoulds, these should not, these labels, these expectations of ourselves, or maybe lack of expectation. We kind of pin ourselves put ourselves in a little box sometimes. And we have to grow through that in order to view ourselves in a new way and step into something greater. So I talked about this in the podcast today, but I wanted to bring it to YouTube as well because I know that not everybody listens to both. And if you have not yet checked out the Dreamcast, please do, because I put a ton more like in-depth, longer, tons of interviews on there. And I feel like it's a great place to go just a bit deeper because I, number one, don't have to put on makeup and be beautiful, and I can look at my notes and it's just a little, easier that way. So, and I know people are listening through car, like when they're car and while they're doing stuff. And anyway, I try to keep YouTube a little bit shorter. With that being said, if you have not yet subscribed to YouTube, then please do press that red subscription and the little notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. So, all right. About 10 years ago, when I was going through school, I spent 6 years in college and then I got my first job. I would say that I was a really good employee. I lived in employee mindset, which was basically tell me what to do and I'll do it. I'm a really hard worker. When I know what I'm doing, I take 100% responsibility and I'm excited for it, right? I'm all in on the project. I know what to do and I'm a hard worker and I'm excited. But what happens in employee mindset is that I found that if somebody wasn't telling me what to do, I didn't know what to do. So for example, when I got out of school and I started my job, I started to feel restless, but because nobody was telling me, oh, go take that job, or go try here, or go do this, I stayed stuck for 5 years because I didn't really know what to do next because I was so used to somebody else dictating it. I was looking for outside validation. I was looking for outside vision because that is what I learned throughout school and throughout my job. So an employee mindset isn't bad, but what I found with an employee mindset is that it wasn't my own vision. I wasn't driven by my mission. I was driven by somebody else's and I was waiting for them to tell me what to do. And if that didn't happen, I felt like I was spinning my wheels. So I started my business and then I grew into the strengths mindset. Now again, none of this is bad, it's just where I was at the time. So the strengths mindset basically was for like a decade was I owned my strengths. I learned very early on that focusing on my weaknesses was a kind of a waste of time and I should really focus on what I'm good at, what brings me joy, what my strengths are, and grow in those areas and outsource the rest or not worry about it, or maybe the weaknesses kind of got better too. But I just really didn't pay attention to the weaknesses or things that weren't interesting to me. And I solely focused on my strengths. Good. Okay. That's good. But what has happened recently is that because I really only know what I'm good at, I don't know other things or the rest. I don't really know marketing or copywriting or, internet stuff or, just the things I never really spent a ton of interest on. I now had to default to others who were wiser, more experienced, and I let them guide me. So throughout this year, when I'm in this strengths mindset, or I like to call it the talent mindset, like I just want to be the talent. I just want to show up and do my thing, is that I leaned too heavily on others. I leaned on their expertise. I leaned on their experience, and I let them make decisions for me. And it has impacted me. Absolutely, it has impacted me. And which has made me grow into the next mindset, which is the CEO mindset. I've learned this past year that I can't just own my strengths. Like, that's good, and I believe in that. But I have to know a little bit about all aspects of my business so that I can outsource well. I'm the CEO. I'm the driver. I make decisions. I have the vision. I ask for input, for wisdom, but you know what? At the end of the day, nobody cares more about my life, my business, my vision, my life purpose than me. And so I've decided that I am my own CEO, which means I'm going to be the driver in my life and in my business. You know, it really comes back to that 100% responsibility where we own what we want, and we may have to ask for help, but we don't lean on others too much to make decisions for us in our life, even if they consider themselves the expert. You know, I don't know where you are right now in your life. Your employee mindset, are you a strengths mindset, or are you owning all aspects and being the driver of your life by being your own CEO? Something to think about. Thanks for hanging out with me. And again, 2 free resources are the Dreamcast and then my favorite, the Dream Life Action Planner, which is a free download you can get at denisewalsh.com// is that it? denisewalsh.com/action. All the links will be down below. Thanks for hanging out. Talk to you soon.